zone. 47 seconds remaining in the game. The penalty is over. Hedberg going to the corner now against Weir. Weir bumps him off the puck. It goes loose, and it's Bernier for the Nordiques. Bernier playing it off the boards into the center ice area. A pass over to Dubé. Dubé trying to get it to Bordelot. He does. Bordelot takes the shot, and Daly makes the save. 25 seconds remaining. Dubé trying to come out from the side of the net. It's knocked away by Hull. Hull drops it back to Nielsen. Nielsen to Hedberg. 16 seconds. It's Bobby Hull across the center line. He dodges a check to Nielsen. Nielsen, long shot that is wide. 7 seconds remaining. The fans beginning to count it down. It's shot down the ice, and there it is. That picture on the ice tells the story. Winnipeg Jets now lining up to shake hands with the champions, the Quebec Nordiques. A lopsided 8-2 victory in this championship game. Mark Boulot talking to Joe Daly. Dan LeBratton there. Danny Lawson, Anders Hedberg, Ulf Nielsen. Many of the fans have poured out onto the ice to share in this celebration. The most valuable player in the playoffs, Serge Bernier. Mark Tardif, who has had a tremendous season, a tremendous year. Pierre Guite, who saw limited action, but in the Sunday game came up with a very key goal. The Winnipeg Jets extending their congratulations. The Quebec Nordiques, the champions of the World Hockey Association in this 1976-77 season. The trophy, the championship AVCO Cup, will be presented by Mr. Ben Haskin, the chairman of the board of the WHA. Actually, one of the men responsible for getting the league off the ground, to Mr. John Dackers, the president of the Quebec Nordiques.
The chairman of the board, Mr. Ben Haskin. Monsieur André Sinard, des services financiers AVCO. Monsieur Ben Haskin présentera maintenant la coupe AVCO au capitaine des Nordiques.
Mark Tardif is there. There's a very happy Chris Bordelot. Mark Tardif, John Dackers, the president of the Nordiques. There's the replica being hoisted high in the air, but Mark Tardif has the real thing. It was won last year by the Winnipeg Jets. And listen to the fans as it's carried around the ice by Mark Tardif. Twice the Nordiques were losers in the WHA Championship. They have finally engraved their name on that trophy. A very beautiful trophy it is. They succeed the Winnipeg Jets as WHA champions. A very happy Mark Tardif taking that championship trophy, or trying to, through that mob of people, to the Quebec dressing room. And the fans here at the Colisée just don't want to let this celebration end. Tardif in that throng down on the ice, trying to hoist the trophy high in the air. And with the organist leading the way, the Nordique fans are again celebrating, reminiscent of the way the fans reacted in Winnipeg just a year ago. Well, the players down at ice level now trying to make their way to the dressing room.
plaisir de vous présenter le capitaine des Nordiques de Québec, Marc Tardif.
Down at ice level, Marc Tardif has been presented with a microphone, and the captain of the Nordiques is obviously going to say something.
J'aimerais, au nom de tous les joueurs, vous remercier pour l'encouragement que vous avez apporté cet hiver. Sans vous, nous aurions pu gagner. C'est pour vous, tous Québécois, que nous apportons cette coupe ce soir. J'aimerais, au nom de tous les joueurs, vous remercier énormément. Et je suis certain que nous allons la garder ici pour de nombreuses années. Merci.
An extremely popular individual with the Nordiques, their captain, Marc Tardif, who suffered that very serious injury in the playoffs a year ago. It prevented him from performing with Team Canada this year. His start in the season was delayed, but he has come back, finishing very strongly and performing brilliantly throughout the playoffs, as the Nordiques won their first series against New England in 5, their second against Indianapolis in 5, and then were carried to 7 games in the championship by the defending champions, the Winnipeg Jets. This is WHA playoff hockey from Quebec City. Well, how about that? There's J.C. Tremblay, the veteran rear guard, being carried around the ice by some of his more enthusiastic fans here in the Colisée, and not a spectator has budged from the building. Many of them are on the ice surface. The remainder still in the stands, enjoying this long-awaited celebration. J.C. Tremblay, the leader of that Quebec team, from his blue line position, and here's that goal that he scored that made it 4-1. Now watch it. It dives just in front of the net, dropping in front of Joe Daly, and it goes between his legs. And as Serge Bernier suggested, that's something that J.C. Tremblay works on in practice. He seems to get that little drop on it, and it fell in front of Daly, and what a timely shot that was for the Nordiques, as any momentum that the Jets may have been hoping for from the goal by Danny LeBratton that reduced the margin to 3-1 evaporated with that shot by J.C. Tremblay. The Winnipeg Jets, a determined team, had to go 7 games against the San Diego Mariners. They beat Houston in 6, and then 7 games in this final series against the Quebec Nordiques. They were in it for the first period, but then the Nordiques broke it open in the second. The Jets never quit trying, but this was a Nordique team that was not to be denied.